Let's go for a ride. I had these very vivid memories of a time in junior high. You know, it's when you get a haircut, right? And you look different. And you've got to go back to school the next day, and everyone's gonna see you, and you're kind of excited, but you're gonna get all this attention, so it makes you a little bit nervous. But you know that when you walk in the classroom, everyone's gonna look at you and know that you look different. See, haircut, different. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I end every episode with telling you guys to be different. And I've got a whole video on why I say that and why it's a good thing to be different sometimes. You can check that out, clicking in the description. I'll link that video. But you know, people notice when you're different. This past few weeks, I've had a couple occasions where being different, people were noticing. And it came to swearing. So I was talking to a student about swearing. And I was telling her, yeah, I mean, you just won't see me swear. It's not something that I struggle with. It's not something that I'll accidentally do. It's just not part of my vocabulary. But it wasn't always that way. When I was in junior high, a couple of friends of mine and I decided that we wanted to stop cussing, and so we had this game that we would play. We'd put a rubber band around our wrist, and if we caught each other swearing, we would take the rubber band, pull it back and snap it, and get a little actual physical consequence for saying a cuss word. But is swearing bad? You know, I mean, I think theologically it can kind of be difficult to prove that swearing is a sin. I know a lot of people use that verse, do not take the Lord's name in vain. I think scholars kind of disagree on the true meaning of that, and it probably more likely have to do with calling yourself a follower of God and a believer and not acting like one. But the reason I tell students not to swear is because you look different and you stand out, and you stand out for a good reason. And when people ask you, you know, why is it that you don't swear? You can say, hey, you know, God's done a big thing in my life, and I want to be positive and encouraging, and I want my words that I say to represent God's love and the way that God has given me grace. And then you have an opportunity to share a little bit about why you love God. So this week, think about what are different ways in your life you could be different instead of just standing out for being weird, which, hey, a lot of us are weird. I think of ways that you can stand out for being different. What would be different in your group of friends that would point to God? What would be different in your family that if you started doing or stopped doing would stand out for God? And as always, be different.